Wait, what's that behind you, Wesley?
Sierra Mist.
Yeah. May I obtain one?
I think there's probably one in the fridge.
If you could reach it.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Someone might not have restocked it.
I don't prefer cold soda.
Really?
You're capping.
I do not. I mean, obviously, if it's cold, I'm not going to be like, ew, cold soda. I just prefer it when it's, like, room temperature. Thank you.
That's a bit of a weird thing to me.
That's interesting.
Not like it's the first time I've heard that, but like...
I mean, to me, it's like, if it's like cold...
It overwhelms the flavor in a way?
Yeah. Then it's kind of like...
I prefer that.
It's like spicy?
I prefer that with cola, especially.
It's like, oh, this is cold. Now I can taste it. But like with this, it's just like, I can just drink this.
What's going on, guys? It is episode 21 of the Market Podcast.
Good start.
And stumbled.
No, it's because Nico, when he was starting the timer, he I guess struggled with pressing the button. I don't know, and I stuttered because I was waiting for him to start the timer for some reason. Like that has any like fucking, I can't think of the word.
Bearing.
Yeah, bearing on this
Starting the podcast.
Anyway, what's going on? It's your boy. I'm Wesley. I'm here, still playing games. Hey.
Okay.
So, we're doing it.
I'm high.
I'm almost done Gears.
I play games too, somehow, when I have some time.
True.
I don't know if I mentioned this before on the podcast, but I got a PS4, so I'm playing.
He's seen the light, even if it is kinda.
Yeah, I'm playing Apex.
Right now you're not playing anything exclusive to the PS4.
Oh, real quick, I got a small thing about Apex that I want to talk about. It's
Can we finish
small.
going through the names?
Oh yeah,
That's facts.
Sure, actually.
Nigga done forgot 2 whole people. It's your boy, the butteriest biscuit in the batch, aka Boobist Batch, aka One Might Blast, or I'll put your soul next to the stars like a backstage pass.
Bars.
Thank you.
I wonder how long it takes for somebody who's listening to this for the first time to actually figure out your real name.
I know.
They'll never know.
They're probably just like, what is that guy's actual name? They never said it.
They'll never know.
And I am Nico. Hello.
Hello, Nico.
Freaking hello, Nico. Fantastic.
Anyway.
Hi, Bruce.
Exactly.
Anyway, about Apex.
Yeah, Apex. So, I didn't like Apex before when I previously tried it. So the first time I played Apex was on PC, but I didn't actually play. I played the training on PC, and then I never ended up playing with you guys. And then I played on Xbox with my friend Isaac, and I played a few times with that, and decided I didn't really like the game because it just felt like it was hard to like track and shoot, and like I couldn't see well at a distance and stuff like that, and so I ended up falling off of it then. And then when I got a PS4 and started playing, I was just like, oh, this is much better for, I don't know why. And I realized why.
You have a PS4 Pro.
Yeah, and I realized why yesterday. I decided,
it looks better.
Yeah, I decided to boot it up on my Xbox, and it looked terrible, man. It looks terrible. It's like literally like bottom tier low graphics on PC. That's why.
That's weird.
It's really weird, and I wanted to try it on your X to see if it was any better. But
I imagine it probably is.
yeah, but like I have an S, so I don't have like a day one Xbox. But still, like Jesus Christ, the difference in quality is like apparent.
Jeez.
And I was just like, what the hell, man?
I'm sorry you went through that traumatic experience.
By the way, did you turn your field of view up?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's good. Yeah, because I did the same thing. It's a good idea.
Yeah, I'm enjoying Apex now, and I'm also playing Fighters on PS4, so that too.
Yeah, he moved over from PC.
Boy, it's moving.
Anything else? Anyone been playing anything else? I have a thing, but I'll wait for everybody else to.
I'm currently playing Pokemon Rescue Team.
Oh, how's
true.
that?
So far, it's good. I've, for those who don't know, it's a remaster of the very first one, the one that started it all.
Yeah.
The game had no business being as good as it was.
You close the door.
Why was it open still?
I don't know.
Who knows?
But it's one of those things where, like, I don't know if they did this in the later games because I only played, like, the first 2 or 3, like, series of these games.
Yeah.
But, like, for those who have never played this game before, you start out with where, like, you answer a series of, like, 5 to 10 questions or something like that. And then you get a Pokemon based off of, like, how you answered.
Okay.
And it's usually, like...
So it's a Facebook questionnaire for Pokemon.
Yeah.
Pretty much. And it's like, oh, you have the personality of a Squirtle, except it's like, no, you're playing as a Squirtle now.
Okay.
But even if you don't want that Pokemon, they'll be like, is this accurate? And if it isn't accurate, you can just choose one of, like, all the possible choices.
Oh, okay. So you don't really even have to follow that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, they gave me, based on the questions I answered, they gave me Charmander. But I saw my other options, and I'm like, I won't be a Charmander this time, so I chose Eevee. Now I'm playing as an Eevee.
Okay. Cool. And then me and Nico have a little story. So before this, we were gonna, before we started, we wanted to go upstairs and go to the bathroom, wash your hands. He wanted to get water. He gets his water and comes back downstairs. But what happened with me and Nico, I walked upstairs. Nico's washing his hands. He comes out of the bathroom, and we had a little tussle. But anyway.
In the bathroom?
But no, right outside the bathroom.
I was about to say.
But then...
I was so scared. I honestly don't know what's happening.
But then I went into the bathroom to go to, do my business and then wash my hands. Nico closes the door and goes, "You're not allowed outside until you can correctly guess how many bunnies are in this room."
Cheap.
And I was like,
Do you know the answer to that question?
What?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And so
I counted before I went out.
yeah, and so I went to the bathroom, washed my hands, sang happy birthday twice. Funny enough, it is Trey's birthday, so I sang happy birthday to him twice.
In the bathroom.
Yep,
You're welcome.
you're welcome. Good luck to you, sir.
I feel violated.
He was thinking about you in the bathroom. That's what the problem is.
Well, while I was washing my hands.
That means that's a little better, but not that much.
Anyway, and then
You're still in a place where niggas lay hot biscuits
Cheap.
in a bowl, in a wet bowl, and you're just like, God, this reminds me that that Trey was born. It's like,
Anyway, so he came. Nico came back upstairs and asked me if I knew the answer. I said, "Hold on, I was in the middle of counting when he did this, and at first I counted 6, which is the wrong answer. But I didn't say that. I said I was gonna recount real quick just to make sure, and I saw the one above the toilet. That one's tricky. That doesn't look like a bunny at first, but it is. And so I was like, all right, it's 7. And he said, that's incorrect. It was 10 because I missed the 3 that were on the washcloth that was in his hand when he walked out of the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Nice.
And then, if you want to tell the next
And then
part.
after that,
There's more?
well, to correct your story, I didn't go back downstairs. I was just in the kitchen
Oh,
because
okay,
I
I
was
didn't
making my
know.
bagel. I was toasting my bagel, and I'm over by the toaster by the fridge toasting the bagel. Wesley walks over to me, and I just stare at him, and then I go, and the toaster pops up the second I do it.
Instantly. Like,
Literally
it was like
perfect-
magic.
Perfectly timed.
It was stupid.
Which is what I went for.
oh, that's not the only thing that's stupid.
And so that
I hate
happened.
both of you.
And that is our little adventure before the podcast.
So in case you didn't know, this is the Market Podcast, and we're Black Market Game. We talk about video games here,
Yes, sir.
I might have lost brain cells just then.
as well as anime, memes, and other cool shit that you can think of.
Yeah, let's go with that.
I'm just doing what the news asked me to do when washing my hands because of COVID-19. I'm just being a good Samaritan. And in this case, it's your birthday, so what am I supposed to do?
Literally anything else. Especially when it's fucking,
Video games.
especially when I fucking sing happy birthday to me
I'm-
when I hear the
I'm still playing through Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Why?
I'm now on the 3rd and final episode of the second DLC,
Oh my
Fate
God.
of Atlantis. So I am almost done this game. After that, I don't think there's many achievements left for me to get, so I think I'm just going to 100% the achievements. And then I think I'm done at that point. I'll be done.
And
Sure,
it's
no
Finally move on to
damn
playing
time.
Metro Exodus, finally.
I was gonna say you can finally just stare at the dirt in completion
Yes.
and feel
I did it.
and feel
But
contented
what
by
did I
yourself.
accomplish?
Exactly, but what did it cost?
What did it cost?
What's that Wario meme?
Yeah.
So this is completion dirt.
Cheat.
This is what complete dirt feels like.
Completed dirt.
Complete dirt.
The one thing I did want to mention is that I played the Final Fantasy VII remake demo that came out this week.
I haven't
yeah, how
gotten
was
around to
that?
that.
It's really good.
I was gonna play it.
You
At some
should.
point, yeah.
Well,
So-
it's free, so go ahead.
Here's this might be like a weird thing.
It takes
right?
like less than an hour to beat.
I feel like I want to play it a day or two before the game comes out. Mm-hmm. I don't know why.
I feel that.
I guess it's just like that way I can like hype myself up for the game, and I only have to wait like a day or two before.
The only downside to that is that you're going to end up playing. It's the beginning of the game, so you're going to end up playing the same thing again 2 days later.
Oh, trust me, I don't care.
I
Believe me, I
Feel
don't
free.
care.
I should play it because I'm not thoroughly hyped much at all. Though I probably should be. I don't know. It's not.
I mean, the game looks
so-
good, but you don't have any reason to.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So I need to play it to
it's very good.
start my engines.
It's I mean, it really is the beginning of the game, like how you remember it similarly from the original, but it's all fresh and new, and the graphics look amazing, and the characters are fully realized, and the voice acting is good, and
Yo,
the
just
combat is good.
give me Tifa and Yuffie. That's all you need to give me.
Neither of them are in this demo.
I know, but game about to be nice.
Alrighty.
So yeah, check that out. I really enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to the game coming out next month.
All right, let's start this podcast.
Being podcast.
Yeah. So
Speaking of happy birthday.
God fucking damn.
What?
No
What?
one was speaking about.
Oh, cheap. Forget going right into that. It's talking about happy birthday. All right, so let's go window shopping, boys. We
Oh my
got
God.
10 items on our selection
We got
today.
10 windows now?
We got
Oh,
10
we're growing.
windows to go
We're
through
growing.
today.
Window.
The first one's our big boy window. This is like a shopping mall.
I'm not cleaning it.
The last window is looking a little funky.
All right, guys. Let's
clean that one.
Let's catch up on the COVID-19 stories of the week, otherwise known as the coronavirus.
I'm sorry, what? The what?
Don't play stupid with me.
Thing is, I don't think he's playing.
Gee.
All right. We'll start with some small stuff, and we'll get into the bigger stuff later on. So first things first, Sony itself, not PlayStation. Sony closed its London, Paris, and Gdynia, which is in Poland, offices for the last week as a precautionary measure against the concerns about the virus itself. No one at the offices had tested positive for the virus, but one employee had traveled to a region where the virus is a threat. So they just kind of wanted to take a precautionary measure, give everybody the week off, and,
That'll be good.
yeah. And that was last week, so I think they're probably back in session now, since it's Monday again. So that's just a small thing, but that's something that popped up in the news. Next thing would be the TurboGrafx 16 mini console, which is
I'm sorry, the what?
TurboGrafx 16 is an old console that a lot of games came out on
I thought
originally.
you would have known that.
The mini,
He was just like, he looked at me in case that I do it, and then I looked at him, confused as he was.
I'm just like, God damn it.
it's a console from back in the day that has actually a lot of things you might recognize on it. But the mini version was being made by Konami that was going to be released with like 50 preloaded games and stuff like that. And it was supposed to come out on March 19th, but it has been delayed because of, the virus interrupting the production in China. So that's unfortunate. We don't know the new release date of that. So we don't know when that's going to happen. This year's Minecraft Festival, which was supposed to be a return to an IRL Minecraft event because they've been hosting their Minecon Earth things online for the past few years. They haven't done like an IRL event. So they were supposed to bring an IRL event back. That's been postponed now.
The one time they try it.
A statement from, I guess this is Mojang, says that our partners,
Oh,
producers,
yeah.
and
I heard about
exhibitors
this.
are based in all corners of the world, and right now we can't meet and collaborate in the way we need to without knowing exactly when we can resume planning. We have decided to postpone. So that won't happen yet. And
I'm actually just glad they're being smart about this stuff. Like,
of course.
Being like,
I mean, like I said, I think I said this last podcast. Yeah, just everyone stop doing anything. Just everyone just settle down, stay home.
He did say that.
Yes.
though the live stream event that was going to take place alongside it, Minecraft Live, is still happening as planned.
Good.
So that obviously won't be affected. Then we have a big boy one over here.
Okay.
The huge
about
media
this.
festival of South by Southwest has been canceled
Yep.
just a week before it was supposed to take place.
It took. It's been going on for 34 years, correct?
Something like that, yeah. It's
34
been a long
years and it has
time.
never been canceled until now.
Because they have, I
crazy.
mean, like in South by Southwest is a big event. There's games. There's like a film festival
Yep,
there, isn't
34
there?
years, yeah.
There's music. There's a whole bunch of things that go on at that festival, or in that time frame. Sorry, my glass is like dirty and it's annoying me. And yeah, so that's been canceled. In a statement, the organizers said that they were, quote, devastated, and while only a few days ago, host city Austin's public health team said there is, quote, no evidence that closing South by Southwest or any other gatherings will make the community safer. The, quote, situation evolved rapidly, and they were left with no choice but to, quote, honor and respect the city of Austin's decision.
Yep.
And then the quote, the statement itself says, by the way, this is also from Vicky Blake over at Eurogamer. The statement itself says, "We are devastated to share this news with you. The show must go on is in our DNA, and this is the first time in 34 years that the March event will not take place. We are now working through the ramifications of this unprecedented situation. We are exploring options to reschedule the event and are working to provide a virtual South by Southwest online experience as soon as possible for 2020 participants, starting with South by Southwest EDU. For registrants, clients, and participants, we will be in touch as soon as possible and we'll publish an FAQ." They're talking about, refunds and all those sorts of things.
At least they're doing something. At least they're continuing
Yeah,
with something.
they're working on it.
Yeah.
I'm just glad no one else has been like was it like the mayor of Boston or something?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Who was a complete ass. He was like, look, you guys are just being fools.
Why is there a wipe on the ground? What was that
'Cause
thrown in my
Trace threw it.
direction?
I threw it at
Oh,
you
that's what you threw.
because you said that your glasses were fucked up.
I could have needed that.
Where did that come from?
My pocket.
What?
Pocket wipe.
I would have
Cheap.
liked that.
Sonic the Hedgehog
For my
also
eyeballs.
talked about their they had a panel at South by Southwest that has been canceled, obviously, but they're working to bring the content from that panel in a new format in April, as the tweet from Sonic the Hedgehog himself says.
Sonic himself was coming to.
Yeah, it's the boy. It's the boy,
Oh
man.
man,
That's the hog.
I heard his movie was good.
Forgets the hog.
Nigga, I wanted to see it.
Probably is it still in theaters?
Should be.
I
Should
think
be,
it
yeah.
probably is.
I don't feel like it for some reason.
Yeah. So
It's good though.
apparently the 2020 Pokemon Europe International Championships also canceled out of an, quote, abundance of caution. So
Makes sense.
that's the thing too. I'm just seeing in this article.
There's also a stereotype for gamers not washing their booties.
In the words of Kenyatta, just watch
The other
your
thing
butt.
about I've seen a lot mentioned about like these events for gaming events specifically is that there's a lot of things that are shared around. Like people
Yeah.
people will play games and then they'll pass off the controller to somebody else
Controllers,
as people are waiting in line to play new games and things like that.
Oh, yeah.
And they don't clean this shit, like at least not every time someone uses it. And yeah, so a lot of germs are passed at gaming conventions.
Otakon still goes on. I'm gonna take like an entire pack of wipes. So every time I use a controller, I'm just be like,
Cheap. Just bring out a bottle of rubbing alcohol and roll paper
Specimens.
towels.
I'm gonna get some Lysol and spray everyone.
Exactly.
Specimens.
And
Bring that back.
so that's one of the biggest
You don't
things
have to.
this week related to coronavirus. We have a couple more that I want to, or actually no, really one more. Then there's like a little adamantum that I wanted to put in there. Rocket League's World Championship event has been canceled. which I think this is their 9th season of this. So the quote says, "At Psyonix, we take the safety of our competitive players, fans, and personnel very seriously due to the worldwide health concerns surrounding the developing situation around the coronavirus, COVID-19. We are canceling the Rocket League Season 9 World Championship live event as scheduled from April 24th to 26th in Dallas, Texas. We understand that this is frustrating, but health and safety will always be our top priority." So yeah, that's another thing that's being canceled. And then lastly, I wanted to add that refunds, real quick, actually, for this, refunds will be issued for people who bought tickets for the event of that. But I also wanted to add that GDC was issuing refunds and stuff like that for their event.
Okay.
That we didn't really know much about that, but I've heard since then that they're doing things. They're helping people out. So they're not leaving them high and dry.
Another thing
Good.
that the Chinese league for the League of Legends pro scene, the LPL, has started. They're doing the opposite of LAN. They're doing it from their gaming houses.
Oh, jeez.
Remote, and they have, I believe
They
they
got ping to deal with there, right?
But I believe they have like refs stationed in the houses too.
Jeez. I mean, yeah, you're
So,
gonna have to.
Yeah.
That's
If you're still
So
trying to run
that's what they're
the
doing.
event with the same level of authenticity.
Mm-hmm.
But isn't like the OCK something happened with them?
I don't think so, because I heard that on one of the podcasts, and then I saw them playing the next day. So I was just like, okay.
All right, well that's a thing. So yeah, this overblown virus is still drastically affecting everything.
Yeah.
Though I can't say that I blame these events for canceling or postponing, because it's probably just a good idea. We don't want to spread this thing too far or spread it to the point where it's going to mutate into something crazy.
I commend them.
But yeah, in general in the world, we are really overblowing this thing.
Yeah.
The stock market is like collapsing, like I was saying earlier today. Like all these things, like it was Dow, which is like the big barometer of the stock market, was like dropping really hard last week, and then it started to pick back up again. Like, it was like, oh, okay, it's recovering now. Now it goes back down again.
Shame.
And so yeah, things are happening in the world right now, and people are like cleaning out the shelves. There's the stocks.
That's the past 6 months.
That's Dow
It just
Jones.
drops right off a cliff, man.
Look like.
It went lower than it was 6 months ago.
Like, look at the share. The share is what, 20? It was like 20. It was what, like almost 30K before, and now it's like 23K.
Yikes.
Which is, I mean, again, this is like the highest stock. This is Dow Jones.
Top 30 large companies.
Yeah.
On the stock exchange.
Look, it went up again, and then it came back down again, and it didn't even go up very far. It's just like, whoop, boom.
That's the sound it makes.
It's like,
Yep.
wee woo.
That's what you heard when you were in the stock exchange in New York City.
We talk about stonks.
We talk about stocks here.
Stonks.
No, we don't.
But maybe you should buy some stocks right now. Not official advice. I don't even like play in the stock market.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I don't own stock, but that's not true.
Did you get stock for your birthday or something?
No.
No. Because their dad has.
We have some stocks
Yeah.
from when we were born.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
have
okay, that's what I was
investment.
I have one share in Microsoft, which I could sell for like $400 or something.
Next thing.
That was perhaps personal information that I shouldn't have shared, but I don't
Probably not.
know.
Yeah.
It's just
Bleep that out.
Cut that out. Cut that out.
Cut it out.
Next thing.
Real quick, since you mentioned Minecraft, I am excited for Minecraft Dungeons. I really want to play that.
Oh yeah,
game.
yeah.
when does that come out?
Yeah, when
I
does that
don't
come
know.
out?
I think it's this
Hold on.
spring.
I think it was April.
spring or
I'll
summer.
verify because I actually did want
I'm
to
pretty
play
sure
that.
there's a date.
And now that I'm playing.
Because that game looks just fun.
I think that's supposed to be crossplay too, so we can play whatever we want.
Minecraft
What are we playing on? PC?
Dungeons. Yeah.
It is April. I
April,
was
yeah.
right. So we still don't have an exact
You
date.
can sign up for beta, or you can sign up for updates.
Like I said, I think
Yeah.
that's crossplay, so we can play wherever the hell we want anyway. So I'm probably gonna play on PC.
Yeah, I'd rather play this on PC.
But if someone wants to play on PlayStation and play with us, we can do that too. Yeah. So next thing on the list is developers are already hiring people like who are making things in Dreams for Media Molecule. This article is from PSU.com. I'm gonna look at this real quickly.
PSU.
Because there's some information in here. The article is by Michael Herodens. And let's see.
You know, would you say that he has the insider information? So he would become Michael Inheritance.
That's terrible.
It's always terrible.
His last name is Herodens.
Incandescent?
HARRADENC.
Michael
No
Inheritance.
E.
NCE. Huh?
No E.
Michael
Freaking no
Inheritance.
E. So this also includes Media Molecule themselves. They're even hiring people that are making stuff in their own game.
It's time for me to
Get up
for
there,
me to
man.
shine.
Exactly.
Become
It
a
says, in
micromolecule.
fact, Media Molecule has revealed that it has hired a number of its team members based on their efforts with titles including Little Big Planet. And then it also says, beyond that, there are also reports of other Dreams users being snapped up by various game developers. This says, but as for Dreams, we actually hired our first Dreams community member last year. Jamie Breeze was a notable creator, and we put out our first Dreams role, which was community content creator. Now he works on our team creating bits for social media channel or social channels, our streams with our partners or with our partnerships in all sorts.
This was the plan. This is literally like developer scouting grounds.
I mean, basically, it's kind of like here's a game engine that is really easy to use that
Yeah.
basically anyone can create a game in. Just go for it.
Yeah. It's literally scouting grounds.
It looks like Sumo Digital, which is the guys that actually developed Little Big Planet 3, where Media Molecule did the first two. They have also hired some people from the community. So
It's
there's things moving
time.
here. There's things moving here. So if you're interested in game development, throw what was it, $30-$40 down on Dreams and pick it up and check it out. There's a lot of cool things in there for you to both play, experience, and make. So yeah, that the game's looking good right now. Hopefully it can keep moving.
Buy Dreams so you can
Freaking buy.
You can play the game Wario drives off a cliff.
That one is hilarious. Oh my god.
Go watch the video game donkey videos if you haven't
You
already.
guys see the Dragon Ball Z one? Where
He
you-
hasn't seen more Dreams.
I haven't seen the donkey videos. I watched Chris Reagan's video about this,
yeah.
and there's this one that's like they're trying to remake one of the old Dragon Ball Z fighting games, the 3D ones,
Yeah.
and it's so silly because he looks so stupid, and then like he's just like,
Yeah, it's the one Donkey played in more Dreams, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Dunkus.
Shout out the bread,
Video game Brunky.
Dinkus.
He goes by many names.
Robert.
More Robert.
Ducky.
All right.
Number 3 on the list.
Squeeps.
Capcom has 4 big games coming this fiscal year.
Whoa.
Including one unannounced Resident Evil game.
Pun very intended.
This is a rumor,
Pun,
but it's a reputable rumor.
pun very intended. That's cap.
What? This is coming from, I don't know how to say his name, Mr. Velde. Mr. Veld.
Dag. No, let me try it.
Freaking dag.
I think I've already pronounced this one before,
Arnott
actually.
van de Velde.
From WCCF Tech. So, this is according to Resident Evil he's the insider Dusk Golem. I think we've mentioned him once
Yes.
before on the
Yeah.
podcast.
I said that name yesterday, or last podcast.
He's also
during
known
the
as Aesthetic Gamer. He's a YouTuber.
Ah.
So here's his tweets. He says, one last Capcom tweet, then I'll go silent until April. Capcom's fiscal 2020 year is very impressive. There's 4 big titles they're releasing, including 2 RE games. One is RE3. There's also a 5th medium game but not on the same scale as the other 4 releases. You'll see. Or he says you'll see Resistance and Resident Evil 3 only make make up one entry within Capcom.
Yeah,
What
that
I'm
makes
talking
sense.
about is something unannounced.
Sick.
So, and then here it says, back in January of this year, Dusk Golem said that Capcom reportedly rebooted Resident Evil 8, but this won't release anytime soon. So it sounds like it's not Resident Evil 8. So then what is it?
Oh. Another spin-off game?
That's the real question.
That's what I'm thinking. Maybe they're just re-releasing 5 and 6, but this time they fix the fucking game.
Or they do 7 too.
Cheap. This is Final Fantasy?
I'm not happy anymore. But
I liked 7. 7 was a good game.
bro, one of them. So we have 3 more games to go, right?
Yeah.
Please.
For the remasters, you're saying.
Hello. No, I mean like, because you said they're releasing 4 games, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So we
yeah.
only know of one of them.
I think, basically.
Please, for the love of God, have one of them, at least one of them, be either Street Fighter 6 or another Marvel vs. Capcom game, but you actually try this time.
I feel like the second one's probably like unlikely.
Yeah, I feel like the Marvel vs. Capcom one's unlikely.
Well, the thing is,
Why don't they just fix Infinite?
they've already given up.
You
on
might as
Infinite.
well. You might as well
They've-
just make a new game at that
They've
point.
given up on it.
Weird, we live in 2020. Why aren't we fixing games? Why are we making new ones?
Well, some people fix games.
You
I know.
have no idea how deep that got. That's a whole nother podcast. But
You just have
That'll never
like,
happen.
The
This
worst luck with games you like.
this is the. Oh no, I don't have the worst luck. There are a ton of people that have worse luck than I do. Fallout and shit, but because this is like the anniversary
I'm just
of
saying cross-
Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
I'm just saying cross franchises. You
Yo.
just have the worst luck. You just like the worst franchises apparently.
Why did it have to be Marvel vs. Capcom?
I
It
don't know
has
why.
such great internet.
They just decided to revive a little bit of an old series
Yeah.
and then they ruin it.
But honestly, like I get what you're saying. It's the anniversary, yeah. But that sounds like the greatest chance to not do anything at all.
Fucking hate everything.
Like it just sounds like something that a company would be like,
Probably.
that's cool. We're not doing it though.
It's like, your anniversary present was having Marvel vs. Capcom 2 at EVO.
Exactly.
Bye.
Alright.
Is there more to the story?
I don't think
Not at all.
A couple of small details.
Not at all.
Go for it.
The insider also said that the publisher will be revealing one of their new games pretty soon. This title was said to be delayed due to Sony reworking the PS5, quote unquote, and the project needing additional time in the oven. So, by reworking the PS5, I assume they mean the announcement. By the way, I'm just gonna say keep an eye out for this Wednesday. You might see something about the PS5. That's all I'm gonna say.
I don't believe it till I see it.
That's all I'm gonna say. So I was looking on Twitter just to see if there's any new gaming news, anything breaking today. I think that's basically it. This says the article mentions Dragon's Dogma 2 or a possibly new Street Fighter as like possibilities. I think Street Fighter could use a new entry, potentially, and
Yes.
bring it to Xbox this time because I don't know why that's not a thing. Because the 5 is just not on Xbox. I feel like I always forget about that. It's only on PC and PS4.
See, I just want them to make the game fun
That too.
and
very
like
odd.
actually have good internet. It's 2020. Why are the 2 best games with the best internet a game that was made 7 years ago, and a game that has a lot of other problems, being freaking Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite? Why?
Oh, that has good netcode.
It has like the best netcode,
Wow.
and it just sucks.
Wow.
It's
Man,
unfortunate.
listen.
Capcom, y'all niggas dropped the ball like
Wait,
no
is
other.
this?
Y'all dropped the ball.
Do they make Marvel vs. Capcom though, or isn't that Bandai Namco?
I do not remember. I think it's Capcom.
I think it's. Hold on.
But you might have seen this video before, but it's so they were at like a tournament or whatever, and they have two TVs set up next to each other. And when I mean next to each other, I mean like the two TVs were on this table. So they were playing with each other, and they were just moving back and forth, and there was delay. There was lag. I'm talking like it would be like this.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, you made this game. You know that netcode exists. You know that the other shit exists. I don't know why I can't think of the name right now. You know that the great netcode. You know how to fix this problem. Why didn't you?
I don't know. I'm convinced that a lot of companies just don't care about fighting games, and they make them, and then they're like, "Hey, we made a new one. Here it is.
There it is. Shut up.
It looks cool. The trailer makes it look cool. The game sucks. You can't play online, but there it is. Even Smash. There's like everything.
Oh my god.
Everything's great, but then like you try to play online, forget about it.
That's just Nintendo in general.
Also, the controller input for the Switch is just terrible.
Yeah.
Like you have to. The Pro controller has so much latency. It's retarded.
It's
All right.
Unusable.
It's like, hey, I want to play this game. Too bad.
Let's move on.
Yes, indeed.
Number 4. So we've already heard about a smaller, more unusual, quote unquote, Star Wars project in development over at Studio EA Motive.
And it's been canceled.
Cheat. No.
I thought you were serious about that. I was like, wow.
Quite the opposite, actually. But now we may have just learned a little bit more about the title. This is coming from Michael McWhorter over at Polygon.
DJ Michael McWhorter.
A listing for a new game titled Maverick accidentally popped up on the European PSN along with key art that reveals that its full name is Star Wars Project Maverick. Here's the picture.
Dun, dun, dun,
The art
dun, dun,
includes
dun.
a lone Star Destroyer and some X-wings in the background that imply that it might take place during the original trilogy. In the
X-chicken wings.
context of the plot, and the art also features the lava planet Mustafar.
Mufasa.
That appears.
I forgot about Mustafar.
That appears in Star
Yes.
Wars Episode 3.
Yes,
Yeah.
that is Vader's planet.
Yes. So that's what we have. That's what we got. That's like basically what we have. This showed up on the PSN by accident, and I think it's been removed now. But it was basically there's a European, not a European. There's a PSN Twitter account that like basically is a bot that just pulls things from the server and posts them on Twitter when they're added. And this posted this. So that's how we like have like record of it.
It's like the first time I've heard the reasoning for a leak, and it actually makes sense.
But it's true. But it's kind of strange that there's a project name thing that was put up on the store by accident. So that's interesting. I don't know how that happened. So we don't really know what this is. But does anybody have any guesses? Or no?
Not
It's
really.
gonna be a gotcha game.
Not really.
Watch it be a gotcha game.
Cause like we already went through all the details that we can find in this picture. Mustafar, the Star Destroyer, and X-wings that kind of indicate it being somewhere in the time frame of the older movies.
Mm-hmm. It says smaller, more unusual. But if that's what this is, if that's what this project actually is,
Yeah, I'm not.
so it could be something completely like one of the games you're just in a ship.
Yeah, because I
Something like
don't think it's gonna be anything huge like with the big name characters, because it's titled Maverick, so I feel like it's not gonna be like a huge Star Wars story.
Okay.
It's something like a lighter spin-off, even lighter than a Jedi Fallen Order.
Well, considering this popped up on the PSN, I imagine we're going to see it soon enough.
Yep.
Crazy
so-
that they made a gotcha game for the PS4.
What? What is that supposed to mean?
You know what a gotcha game is?
Nope.
Oh, really?
Fire Emblem Heroes.
Yeah. Or Fate Grand Order.
Oh, so like a...
It's the thing where you like you get you use units to complete like missions in the game, and you get the
Gotcha.
units by summoning them.
Gotcha. No pun intended.
I literally heard that.
I didn't peep until you said
Yeah.
no.
I
Pun.
peeped
Why I
it.
said no pun intended?
I was
'cause
like, what
I peeped it
pun?
right before he said that. Yeah.
That would be funny. That was like they put that on the PS4. That would
I'd
make
be
no
so
sense.
pissed off.
That'd be so stupid. All right, moving on to number 5. So it appears that Google is spending some money on their Stadia service as they're opening another first-party studio.
Okay.
This one in Playa Vista, California. And this is from the same guy over at Polygon, Michael McWhorter. And
Get a
so
new last name.
this new studio will be led by industry veteran Shannon Shudstill,
Get a new last name.
who is
Calm down.
who worked at Sony Santa Monica for over 20 years and was recently credited as executive producer on 2018's God of War. So this person has some good history. And here's an excerpt from the article. According to a blog post from Vice President and Head of Stadia Games Entertainment Jade Raymond, the new Playa Vista-based studio, quote, will focus on delivering exclusive games using new gameplay mechanics, creative ways to play together, and unique interaction models that we're just starting to explore. While we're not ready to share specific game plans yet, rest assured we are listening to what gamers want and adding our own Stadia twists to create new IP and experiences. Quote.
Okay.
I hope so.
So this is Google's third first-party studio now, behind the main one in Montreal that they opened when they started the service, or when they announced the service, as well as Typhoon Studios, which they acquired in December of last year. So now they have 2 of their own studios and one that they bought. So that's interesting.
Now you just have to focus on making Stadia good.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you can make, great, like this is something you got to do, but you can make this. But if you have these studios making games and then your service sucks in 2 or 3 years when these games are ready to launch, where are they going to go? Are you going to just say screw it and launch it on PC instead? Or are you going to actually, make your service good? I imagine the service won't suck in 2 to 3 years from now. That's quite a long time.
Hopefully not.
But like we were saying last week, you got to invest money into making your service good.
Games cost money.
And you're going to have to improve it because, like I said, in less than a year, the servers that your games are running on the service are going to be less powerful than the new Xbox Series X.
Yes.
That is,
AKA the Xbox.
yes.
Get Bix.
So Google, good on you, but you
Wow.
gotta keep moving.
Your choice of wording for this next one. You're very angry. You said it.
Oh, that's two ones from now actually.
Oh, gee.
So number 6
Okay.
is a story ran this week that in RE3 Remake, Nemesis would be able to attack you even in safe rooms.
Yo.
Basically, the story was saying that I think it was basically kind of explained that if you were like running away from him and you just ducked into a safe room, just right while he was outside the door, he could break in and kill you.
I can't play this game.
But Capcom clarified this because this was from a preview event that was talked about from. But Capcom clarified this that some places that you can save in are not always safe rooms, and one of the best ways to tell is going to be the music that when you enter that room.
So this was the case in RE2 Remake, where the main hall where you see Marv,
Yeah.
you can save in that room, just like in safe rooms.
But it's definitely not safe.
But it's definitely not safe where Marv can turn into a zombie in there and Mr. X can come in and say hi to you.
Yeah, basically.
So, but it sounds like that's going to be in more than just one room.
Yeah.
So that's not fun.
So it sounds like if you duck into a room that you can save in, if the music's still pounding and you still hear Nemesis music or something like that,
He's coming in.
Yeah, he's like he might be coming in.
I wonder if you save when Nemesis is right behind you and you load that file, will he still be behind you?
That will happen to me.
Exactly.
That'll happen
It'll
to me.
Plus, he'll get
probably
screwed.
will.
You'll have to start all over.
Exactly.
And he'll never start over and he'll stop playing the game.
Exactly.
He'll have wasted his money. That's what happens.
Every time.
So I just wanted to throw that out there and then clarify. 'Cause
That's good.
It was
That's good.
changed. The article was corrected.
Cool.
Yeah. So RE3 Remake coming soon. This month, next month? I think next month. Is that?
Next month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
April.
It's like early mid-April.
Games are starting to come out, boys.
Here we go.
We got Animal Crossing and Doom coming out soon, and then we got Final Fantasy VII Remake, and we got RE3 Remake.
Doom should be interesting.
It's funny how RE3 Remake and Final Fantasy VII Remake are in the same month.
Yeah.
Completely different games, but both remakes. I am very much looking forward to Doom. I still pre-ordered on Amazon. I pre-ordered it back when you could still get the 20% or the 10% discount, where you could get like $12 off for Prime members. So I only got it for $47, $48, and I'm gonna be playing that game when it comes out.
I hate that you went like, so you're higher register, and then all of a sudden, I'm gonna be playing that game when it comes out.
He's like, see, yeah, I'm happy. I'm gonna be playing that.
Exactly.
I'm ready for a fast-paced first-person shooter where I get to blow up demons and cut their guts out, and then use a grappling hook, because that's a new thing too.
Cool.
That coming from you is absolutely hilarious.
It's wow.
Speaking of pre-orders, I am.
Shit.
Today's the 9th. When this comes out, it will be the 12th.
Yeah.
And that means.
What?
Nope.
I'm about to say that's not the right date. The 13th.
13th. Yep.
I can tell it was just like clicking in his head, and he was trying to like push past it. It's like, it's okay if I'm wrong. Nope, I gotta correct this.
Because I was thinking it was 3 days, because we've recorded on Tuesdays before.
Okay.
But it's Monday.
Nope.
Anyways, this comes out on the 13th. 2 days from now is the 11th, which means Ori and the Will of the Wisps.
That too. I knew I was forgetting something.
Very true.
That comes out in 2 days. I got my pre-order of Best Buy Collector's Edition.
Forget Best Buy.
Best boy.
I am excited for that.
Speaking of this, I forgot to mention, I actually have been doing other things in games. I beat the entirety of
Homework
Kingdom
Simulator.
Hearts. Yo,
I actually did beat this block of Homework Simulator.
that was.
Now I'm moving on to block 2.
I'll give you props for that one. I'll give you props for that.
I'm
Plus
proud of
5. Plus 5.
Are you gonna platinum it?
Jeez.
That's not
No,
going
I failed that.
not
It's
going
too
that
late
far.
for it.
That's not going.
The time has passed.
They were timed exclusives.
Exactly.
Anyway,
But no, I beat the entirety of Halo Reach on Legendary by myself.
Sick.
nerd.
On MCC, and then I also went back and beat the last mission on Legendary on Xbox 360 because I still hadn't done that.
Where's your neck beard?
I actually did better the second time, because I actually did better on the 360 version, because at that point I was like, okay, I know what I can do differently this time.
I'm gonna hide your inhaler.
Cheap.
What are you even saying to me? You said 3 things that just didn't make any sense in correlation to each other.
No, they were.
By the way,
They're all characteristics of a nerd.
playing Halo Reach on the 360 on my 4K TV looked terrible.
I assume so.
Even though they've improved that version,
Yeah.
so it looks a little bit better and it runs a little bit smoother. On the Xbox One, it doesn't look like it was all pixelated, and I was like, oh god, I can't play this. But I managed to beat it. So
Going back to Apex, I was first of all, Kenyatta doesn't believe me that it's like that on Xbox, and I said it's like if you
I still kind of don't.
If it's like if you needed glasses and you weren't playing with your glasses.
Dag.
That's
Oh, damn.
wow,
That's crazy.
that's true though.
He's just like I don't believe you. I,
I
need
still
to see
don't believe
this.
you.
And then the other thing I wanted to say is that I'm working my way through beating Halo CE on Legendary, because it just came to PC, and so yeah, I'm doing I'm following like a speedrun guide to help me kind of skip some of the hard parts through some usually not bugs, but mostly just kind of like workarounds, like ways you're not supposed to go. Like there was one thing I was playing the mission Truth and Reconciliation. You have to throw 3 grenades, grab an overshield. The grenades pop you up to the second level. You walk over to this wall, throw a grenade at that wall. Then it explodes. You jump over onto the drop ship. Then you throw one more underneath your feet and jump up onto the top floor and walk into the door.
It's like grenade hopping.
So you miss you skip a few rounds of enemies. And it took me a half hour to 45 minutes at least to figure out how to do it properly and then do it. But I was able to get it done.
I'm so proud
That's
of you.
cool.
Using speedrun tactics.
Exactly. Yeah, shout out to Naked Eli. That's the guy I was following. His YouTube videos. He did pretty good stuff over there. So
That's kind of cool.
I'm on the 4th. I think I'm on the Silent Cartographer now. So and now I'm just pissed. Because like this one's so stupid.
Okay, now I'm
damn
just
it.
pissed.
You have to like the part that I'm at. You have to like drive your warthog into this place you're not really supposed to go with it. Splatter enemies on the way down. Go down, get a checkpoint. Drive to this door that's like supposed to close on you, so you can't go past it before you like go over there.
Yeah.
But you're supposed to actually get in there by using the warthog to fling yourself into there. And I'm like, yo, I can't with this right now. So I gave up last night. I was like, I'm not doing this, and I just started playing some more Halo Reach.
All right.
Moving on.
Window number 7.
All right, guys. 2K Games is a bitch now. And Wesley knows why, because he's the one who shared the story.
Yeah.
2K Games has now pulled their games from NVIDIA's GeForce Now service.
Goo is very upset.
Following Activision Blizzard and Bethesda, which we already talked about, who have also pulled their games from the service. So yeah, you can't play the BioShock series on there anymore. You can't play the Borderlands series. You can't play the Civilization series. You can't play the 2K Sports series, among other things that 2K publishes.
Now, granted, this does not affect me, but I know it affects a lot of other people. So yeah, y'all some bitches, bro.
So yeah, and 2K Games has not made a statement on the matter yet.
I was gonna ask you. did
Say
they make a
something.
statement?
No, they didn't say anything.
Go ahead, say something.
NVIDIA said something, but they said the same thing every time. They're just like, yeah, we're working with them to get their stuff back on the platform, yada, yada, yada.
Prove your suck to me.
Shit.
Like,
Prove to me how. Go ahead. Explain.
I just don't
also,
understand.
it's been like a month since the service came out of beta now, by
Yeah.
the way. Why are you pulling it now?
Exactly.
It's not like you just noticed that they're still there.
Stupid.
That's what I said. That's what I said for the first one. We're just like, oh, they put it out, and they're just like, oh, our games are on there. We didn't want that. Oh, okay.
But then the
But,
second
like-
part, then it's like another developer was like, okay, now you should have noticed this the first time, and then now it's been a month, and 2K's like, wait a second, our games are on the service.
Why are our games on
Why
there?
are our games there? Pull them right now. It's
Yeah.
like, wait, it's been here for a month.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, y'all suck.
I actually feel bad for NVIDIA once because they're getting screwed by developers and publishers that don't want to just let you play your games that you bought through them on a service that just lets me use somebody else's computer. Basically, it's blockchain essentially, in a way.
Makes no sense. Don't give no hints.
I'll give no hints.
In stark contrast, however, number 8, Epic Games founder and CEO Tim Sweeney has stood up for the service, saying him and his company support it on Twitter.
Hey, let's get it.
So your boy is doing the opposite. Let me pull up this tweet thread real quickly. Let me read through it. He says, Epic wholeheartedly supports NVIDIA's GeForce Now service with Fortnite and with Epic Game Store titles that choose to participate, including exclusives, and will be improving the integration over time. It's the most developer-friendly and publisher-friendly of the major streaming services with zero tax on game revenue. Game companies who want to move the game industry towards a healthier state for everyone should be supporting this kind of service. Cloud streaming services will also be key players in ending the iOS and Google Play payment monopolies and their 30% taxes. Apple has decreed that these services aren't allowed to exist on iOS and therefore aren't allowed to compete with, which is megalomaniacal.
Yeah.
That's a word. And won't stand. Just waiting till later this year when Google is lobbying against Apple for blocking Stadia from iOS while Google blocks GeForce Now, xCloud, and Fortnite from Google Play, and this whole rotten structure begins to collapse on itself.
So in other words, you suck.
Yep. He's coming at the 30% tax thing, which he's kind of come out with Steam as well, by making their own platform that only taxes 12% of the revenue.
And to translate megalomaniacal, big whack.
And then then he's talking about
Literally,
iOS
that's
and Android.
basically, which is a big whack and won't stand.
I'm going to say that from
That's
now on.
basically what that is.
That is big whack.
He makes a good point. It's funny because I think Google does block GeForce Now and xCloud and Fortnite. I don't know about Fortnite. I don't know if that's that way on purpose. I think GeForce Now and xCloud have to be downloaded from like an APK thing. No, xCloud isn't. GeForce Now might be. Because I have both the apps on my phone. I'm just trying to remember how I got them. I think the GeForce Now app I had to download from NVIDIA's website. The xCloud one was actually on there. Okay. But it is interesting though that would block something like that, but not block like you can get the Steam what is it called? Steam Link, the Steam Link app,
yeah.
which is basically the same thing except you're not paying anybody else. Steam Link is just like I can play my own games on my computer from somewhere else. GeForce Now is I can play my games on somebody else's computer from somewhere else. It's the same thing. Ah, jeez. Well, thank you, Tim Sweeney, for supporting this. I even responded to the tweet, and I said, thank you, sir, for setting up for this service. I really don't understand why anybody would want their games pulled from it right now other than jealousy or greed. And
Thank you, Timothy.
It's the
I
boy
was
Simpson.
unsure if this was a official account at first because it's not verified, but like it's got 72,000 followers and a lot of important people follow him. So I'm pretty sure this is him.
It's probably accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Moving on to number 9.
Oh.
The ninth window.
Just a quick cool little thing. An Xbox fan, had a feature idea that he tweeted at Phil Spencer, or they, I don't know the gender of the person who tweeted it. And
could be anything.
yeah, it could be anything. And Phil Spencer actually responded and was like, hey, that's actually a good idea. We might implement that.
Well,
So
what was
the feature idea was basically saying, where did it go? Oh, so Xbox consoles could, it says, basically letting you choose which games on your console get auto updated, and which ones don't
That's
need
good.
to.
Yeah.
Specifically, the user cited managing his ISP data caps as well as the occasional long wait for an update to a game that had its updates queued behind others that he didn't need.
Yeah,
This
it's
comes
happened.
after
happens on Steam for
some
me a
users
lot.
have been frustrated by large update sizes for games like Modern Warfare and Apex Legends. By the way, this article is by Steve Watts over at GameSpot. And then Phil Spencer replied, this is a good feature idea. I usually uninstall things I don't want to be updated and leave the game pinned if I want to come back to it, but I like being able to mark uninstalled games that I don't want updated until I launch them. I'll forward to the team, thanks. So, cool little thing. You know, Phil Spencer
Yeah, that's a good idea.
actually seeing an idea he likes and be like, hey, you know, that's a good idea.
Yeah, because right now Call of Duty Modern Warfare, like the Modern Warfare remaster.
That game is huge.
No,
first of all.
it's just like the Modern Warfare, the new one that came
the new
out.
one, yeah.
So I don't have the game, but I installed it because my cousin wanted to play it. Mm-hmm. But I do plan on getting it at some point, so I'm not gonna uninstall it.
Yeah.
So, but it'll update, and it'll be in front of an Apex update, and I'm like, I have to pause it, and just come on, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, like let's say you got like Apex installed and you're playing that right now. You're not really, and then you have like a few other games you haven't played in a while. You say you have like Halo and Call of Duty and stuff like that installed, but you haven't played them in a while. You don't plan on playing them at the moment. You can mark them as, you know, they're not important, and then later on when you want to go back to those games, you just update it and then you jump in.
Then we jump in.
Yeah. Well, that is the slogan of Xbox. Jump in.
All right.
I'm not gonna say nothing.
Don't give no hands.
Oh, I don't get no.
So it might be a while till we see that feature because features do take a long time to develop, but we'll see what happens, and that's pretty cool.
All right.
Number 10, the final one on the list today.
The final window.
Another E3 story. Company I Am 8-Bit, which was set to operate as the creative director of E3's New Direction, has pulled out of the convention.
Gasp.
And they haven't given me my vinyls either.
They took your
Where's
money.
my Rock League Monster Cat vinyls?
They took your money and ran. Man.
It died.
I mean, they're supposed to ship Q1 of this year, so I should be getting them somewhat soon, but I want my vinyls.
Well, it is March.
Yeah.
So.
Give me my stewgasms.
So I Am 8-Bit tweeted on Twitter, it's with mixed emotions that I Am 8-Bit has decided to resign as creative directors of what was to be an evolutionary E3 2020 floor experience. We've produced hundreds of gaming plus community events, and it was a dream to be involved with E3. We wish the organizers the best of luck. So that's an interesting statement there. They were they were going to be. They even called it evolutionary, but they pulled out themselves. It's like what happened? What's going on? And I didn't even know that I Am 8-Bit did all this stuff. I thought they were just the guys that sold cool things. But apparently they do. They help produce like a gaming events and stuff like that.
First time I've ever heard of them.
Yes, yeah.
And no, it doesn't seem like it has anything to do with coronavirus. They didn't mention that at all. Not that they really would. Or not that it really would, but considering E3 is not for like 3 more months, so we no one else has pulled out of E3 because of coronavirus yet. So it's not that. I don't think. So that's what we have there, and then ESA responded saying, "We can confirm that I Am 8-Bit is no longer a part of the interagency group working on E3 2020. We greatly value their passion for the video game industry and their contributions they bring toward our vision for this year's show, or they brought toward our vision for this year's show. We have an innovative and experienced team in place, including Endeavor's creative agency 160 over 90, event innovators Matt plus Lowe, and longtime E3 partners GES." Dola, Her Events, and they're just talking about like a bunch of their partners, and Double Forte, all collaborating to bring an exciting and authentic experience for fans, the media, and the industry. That's the ESA saying, we have people working with us still. Don't get too scared. I don't know what happened, and I don't understand. I didn't know that I Am 8-Bit was working on this. I'm surprised that they confidently said that they're pulling out of it, but also gave it some props. Like, very weird things going on here. Something you got like, you can read pretty far into this if you really wanted to. I don't know what's happening, dude. E3 is in danger.
Yeah, it's getting really weird.
A lot of people a lot of companies have pulled out. EA's not there anymore. Sony's not there anymore. They're probably not. Neither of those companies are probably never coming back. And E3 is in danger of being canceled, or at least postponed, probably canceled because of coronavirus if this continues to escalate.
Yeah.
And if E3 gets canceled, it's probably gone. We'll never see E3 again. For a few reasons. One, because E3 is already not looking so hot.
Then also
canceling an event costs a lot of money, and E3 is over half of the ESA's revenue.
Oh,
because remember, the ESA is like a lobbying firm for the gaming industry, and if they have to pull E3,
yikes!
That's yikes indeed. Yikes. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say in that guy, I don't remember.
Jeff Keighley.
Is it Jeff Keighley
that pulled out
because he does the event?
He did the E3 Coliseum thing. He pulled out too. You're right. I forgot about him.
Jeff Kidneys.
Gee.
Jeff's kidneys.
What do his kid needs? Kids needs. Kids need?
Does he even have kids?
I appreciate that one.
I don't think he has kids.
That was pretty good.
Just a random thought.
We're just opening this box up.
I was just curious. I think that's it though. E3 is just in danger, and we should be worried. Although we shouldn't be worried. What we shouldn't be worried about is what's going to happen to the things that are coming from E3. If E3 were to get canceled, Microsoft's still going to find a way to do an event and announce all the things they want to announce, probably in the same time frame as E3 was going to take place in. So we shouldn't be concerned about that. Sony wasn't going to do anything there anyway. EA Play might still carry on. We don't know. I almost forgot that's what it was called for a second.
Ralph!
Ubisoft will find a way to do their own thing. So I'm not too concerned about that. I'm not too concerned about E3 going away. The only thing I'm sad about is I like the fact that we can all come together and just sit down for a few days and watch cool press conferences and get excited for games.
Exactly. It's the spectacle.
And that might go away. That's the only thing that's really, really sad about it.
Damn shame.
Sneak.
Yep.
Can I get a timer, please?
Nope.
Welcome back to the podcast.
That's not how you start that.
That's how you start that.
Took a quick bathroom break and we discovered some breaking news.
You don't tell them that.
I'm telling them how I discovered the breaking news.
Yeah, and it was in the bathroom. That's private.
Oh, but singing happy birthday to me wasn't.
Not at all.
No, I'm not buying that. We have some breaking news over here.
Can't believe you.
I noticed that as soon as I said. All right, go ahead.
Activision's worst kept secret has now been revealed. Call of Duty Warzone has officially been announced.
Oh
my God.
Which we talked about last week. It's available for free for everyone tomorrow.
Whoa, tomorrow. Okay.
Oh, so it's already out.
Yep, it says just a few moments ago, Infinity Ward officially announced Call of Duty Warzone, the brand new free-to-play battle royale experience that was rumored and leaked constantly for the past month. It says, where to begin with Warzone? First and foremost, let's get some basic logistics out of the way. So let me see, how much does this one actually want to read? It's actually not that bad.
It's not that bad, yeah.
Go for it.
Despite looking a lot like Modern Warfare, the game is going to be free to play for everyone, regardless of whether or not you own the aforementioned game. So, like we said, that being said, your Modern Warfare players will get some cool bonuses in the form of cross progression, meaning you'll be able to use all the weapons you've unlocked in drop kits, and you'll be able to put on your multiplayer skins. Okay,
real
so that's
quick,
cool.
They're doing something right here. That is a very good incentive for getting people actually to buy Modern Warfare.
Yeah. In addition, Modern Warfare players also get access to the game before anyone else. Don't worry. This early access will only last a few hours. Modern Warfare players can get their hands on it tomorrow starting at 11 a.m., while other players will get their hands on it at 3 p.m. Eastern Time.
Okay.
So as I was saying, even though I don't actually have the game because I have it installed, I get the thing.
You might.
Now you have to reinstall.
In Warzone,
So I gotta reinstall a game that I never uninstalled.
In
different
Warzone,
game.
players will be able to dive into locations that will be familiar to both Modern Warfare 2019 fans as well as longtime Infinity Ward fans. While a full list of locations has not been revealed, some confirmed include Broadcast from Call of Duty 4's DLC pack, Atlas
Duty 4.
Superstore from the most recent update for the full game, and there is reportedly even the Gulag from Modern Warfare 2's campaign. I don't know what that is.
Gulag. How do you spell that?
G-U-L-A-G.
Can I have one person spell it?
G-U-L-A-G.
G-U-L-A-G. Gulag.
It's gonna be nice.
Gulag.
Warfare.
Inji Gulag.
Speaking of the Gulag, there's a new respawn system introduced in Warzone.
Yeah.
The first time you die, you'll actually be put in a 1v1 match with another person who recently died.
Yeah.
The winner is all allowed to respawn on the map once. Think of it as a second chance. If it happens again, you're out for good. In addition, the looting system is different from the one featured in Black Ops 4's Blackout mode. Here, instead of having to scroll through a menu, loot will drop on the floor similar to how it does in Fortnite, which a lot of people enjoy. Same goes for Apex, basically. Well, I guess. Oh no, it's talking about when you kill someone. So not Apex. Apex is the death boxes.
Death boxes, yeah.
Fortnite is it just drops on the floor.
Okay.
I kind of prefer Apexes actually, but I don't care. It's not hitting points down for me on this. This is one of the final bigger changes to Warzone is that that of the money system. Players will be able to earn money in game through in-match contracts, opening loot and killing other players. The money can then in turn be used to purchase equipment and other items, including drop kits. These kits can act as essentially a create a class that gets equipped when the player opens it. The drop kit can be modified in the main menu and will utilize your unlocks from multiplayer should you have them. So again, another incentive to have Modern Warfare. Overall, it seems like Warzone is a ton of fun. If you can't wait to get your hands on it, you can check out the full trailer for the mode and game at the end of the article. Call of Duty Warzone is set to launch tomorrow on all platforms, and as previously mentioned, will be free to play. This article was by Tanner Pierce.
Well, isn't that
Dual
perfect
Shockers.
timing? Because we're in the trailer sections, boys.
Why don't we just start with that then? Let me get this over here.
Let's get it happening.
Let me send Nico a link to this.
Of course.
This is breaking news that you're getting on Friday.
This be breaking
On
news.
Friday. Oh well,
They're getting it
it's breaking
Friday.
news for us.
Yeah, they're getting it on
On
Friday,
Monday.
Exactly. Where's Sneak? There he is.
This on Discord? What is
Only
it?
Karoonies.
What are we doing here?
You got
Discord.
a link
Discord.
in your DMs.
Call of Duty Warzone.
Call of Duty.
I like that it's also being made by Infinity Ward because the shooting in Modern Warfare, like the new one, is pretty good. So, oh good, it's only a minute and a half.
Duty.
Here we go. Trailer number 1 today in the trailer section is Call of Duty Warzone.
Hold on just a second.
Count me up.
Actually, it doesn't matter.
I need food.
Oh yeah. Okay, here we
What
go.
a coincidence. So do I.
1, 2, 3.
I want some of that ramen.
Yeah.
Oh, we got copters in here?
150.
Oh, it's 150 instead of 200. Okay. The rumor said 200.
I think it said that they might go up to 200. I read it
Oh,
earlier.
okay. Wow. Cheap.
I like that.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
There's 2 modes, it says. Plunder. Oops.
Cheap.
Nigga.
Oh,
Forget
does
it.
that mean there's executions?
And Battle Royale. So there's slightly different game modes in Warzone. It doesn't look like that. Could you imagine doing that? Oops.
Yo.
This actually looks really fun. Yo.
Yo.
This looks really fun.
Have a truck.
You know, there's executions. That's
Freaking shoot him in the back of the legs, man. Oh,
yeah. Okay,
no.
that means there are executions.
Friggin' freer.
Freer. Wow, that looks really good.
All right. That's
so
clean. That's
in
clean.
exactly 24 hours, I'll be playing that game. You bet.
Yeah.
Because it's literally 307 right now.
Now
here.
don't get it twisted. It's not going to replace Apex. When it comes to battle royales, these are two completely different games.
True. To some extent.
But I might play that instead of Apex.
I don't know if I'd play this instead of Apex, but I'd probably play this and Apex.
They are different in the sense that the way the games work are very different. Apex is a like class-based battle royale first-person shooter where loot is just dropped all over the place and you pick it up and you find what you want.
And it really matters what your character's abilities are.
Yeah.
Whereas in this game, it more so matters on. It's more focused on the loot you get.
Yeah, the
and
loot,
what vehicles,
the money, the
money,
vehicles.
the vehicles you find.
Yeah, they are different They are different modes, but they do compete now because they're both first-person battle royales.
Which is,
So it's
again,
like-
a better PUBG.
basically.
Stupid ass game.
Rip PUBG. All right, that looks awesome. I'm gonna be playing it tomorrow. So let's move on to the next thing. So we got like 3 clips of Half-Life Alyx gameplay that came
Alex.
out. We're only gonna watch one of them because it would take 10 minutes to watch all of them.
Yeah.
So let's watch this one and just see what this game has to offer. It comes out next week. This week?
23rd.
A few weeks from now.
my birthday.
Couple weeks.
That's right.
Couple weeks from today.
Sing happy birthday to
Oh, that's right, because we got the exact date recently. Okay, let's watch
Yeah.
this one trailer.
This is the 3rd video, so recommend going and watch the other 2 if you're interested, unless you don't want to watch them because you want to be surprised. These are just like small sequences from the game. So this one's got some combat in it, so that's what we're going to show
It's
this one
literally just a
off.
gameplay video. It's
Count
not a
me up.
trailer.
1, 2, 3.
Valve.
So the way the movement works in this game is you do have space around you IRL to walk,
Oh my God.
to move around and explore. But when it comes to larger movements, you
basically blink. Or,
yeah, you blink
Okay.
as you do in most VR
Yeah.
games.
Makes sense. That was one of my main questions too. Is the movement, how is it going to work in this game?
Nice.
That's
Use the
cool.
door. Cheat.
Toilet.
Ew.
Hell. Yeet.
I'm going to mess that up.
Oops.
Lol.
It sounds like he cursed and they bleeped it out.
Yeah.
Sounded like he had like a heart monitor hooked up to him.
Yep.
It was like, you're dead. That gun is so strange, I like it. Oh my god!
What did he just throw up? Oh, that.
One of those things again. I say, hey buddy, you might wanna move.
Okay, I see the small movements and stuff you can do in IRL. Uh-oh. Oh, sick.
And I was like, nope. Nope. Nope.
This is cool.
Okay. Okay.
What does that do?
Why are you putting a tape measure on your gun?
That's what it looks like.
All right.
Grenade launcher.
I don't understand what this gun is like.
Yeah.
It looks cool though.
I said,
The game looks good too. Nice. Forget.
Give me your kneecaps.
that's cool.
So that one was a combat video. The second one, I believe, is a bit more has puzzle in it. And then the first one, I think, is a mix. Is like kind of environment and has a little horror in it, maybe,
Okay.
as well as some combat.
Yeah, I know one of them has some head crabs in it or something.
Yeah, that's the first. Might be
Some
first
head
and
boys.
second one.
I think it's some head boys.
Yeah.
And then lastly, Amnesia Rebirth has been a sequel to the horror game Amnesia: The Dark Descent has been announced.
Whoa.
So remember, the developer had been teasing something for a while. We watched a teaser last week,
The biggest Let's Play game in gaming history.
Oh sure.
and now we have an
We're
announcement
back.
trailer for the actual game.
Is this the
That's not true, by the way.
thing?
FNAF would definitely take that title.
I know. That's true. Is this the Tassi thing or is
Yeah.
Okay.
This is that. I haven't seen this trailer yet. So let's see what this says.
1, 2, 3. Squeebs.
Frictional games.
Crew of the Cassandra, please respond. We have found help. I am here with Yasmin. Answer, please. Eva. Can anyone hear me? Cassandra, this is Anton Metzger. Please, say something.
I don't know what's happening.
Oh, good.
Horror.
I can't wait to watch someone play that.
Exactly. It's like I'm not playing that shit. Autumn 2020. So coming out this fall.
Sick.
Oh wow.
PS4, PC, and no Xbox.
Wow.
Unfortunately.
That's it. That's the trailers.
Cool.
Ah.
I'm proud of you.
That's basically it. We don't have much this week. We have 3 things in the news blast.
And then
Look,
we are
this
done.
is we're calm. This is the calm.
The
It's
calm,
the calm.
the
We're having
Calmcast.
fun.
Welcome to the BMG Calmcast.
I'm honestly,
That's trademarked.
I'm honestly just gonna run through them if you want me to, because there's only 3.
I'm sure Comcast owns that Comcast.
Fuck. Go.
Calmcast on the App Store.
We don't have any payload. There's not really any entertainment or tech news. I don't think there's really anything big going on in the tech industry that I can
It's
think
a
of.
relaxation app with sounds.
What?
Calmcast.
Gee,
Makes sense.
Anyways,
I'm gonna sneeze.
I feel like there
I didn't ask.
is something that I could
Bitch.
Ah, there we go.
You're
See, I covered up
Very
your sneeze
blessed.
by swearing. I shouldn't have done that.
You can't think of anything?
no.
Okay. All right. News blast this week. We have 3 things. Number 1, DuckTales Remastered has returned to digital storefronts on Steam, Xbox 360, PS3, and Wii U after being taken down last August. But there was no explanation given for the
Oh, I got a
takedown,
thing.
and there still
Like,
hasn't
here's
been
a-
any explanation given for why it was taken down.
Okay.
But they celebrated its return for whatever reason.
Okay.
And they're like,
Sure.
"Hey, it's back. You can play it again." It's also available on Xbox One through backwards compatibility.
Cool. I got a thing, but it's a personal thing, and I'll do it afterwards.
Okay. Number 2, Steam is getting a.
It's me.
let's wait.
We're
I said I was doing it.
I don't remember. Oh.
Now he remembers.
I said let me just take care of this real quickly since there's only 3 things.
sorry.
Plus, there's an article for this one, so I gotta pull up information real quickly.
Go ahead.
Go for it. Do it. How about we all do the third and final one?
At the same time? Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Give me 6.
This is
have it
going to be
open?
terrible.
Oh no! All right, so Steam is getting a new, fully customizable news hub. It's currently only a Steam Labs experiment, which is like their insider builds you can get that give you features that they aren't out yet. Which basically uses the games in your library, your Steam library, as well as games that are in your wish list or the ones you're following and stuff like that. It just gives you a bunch of news, things about content updates, all that stuff. Content updates, developer updates. What was the other things it said here?
Smells like tuna.
I think my dad make popcorn.
Good old pop porn.
That's what I like to
Oh,
do.
God.
That's what I like to get
That's
into.
the title of the podcast.
This is good old pop porn.
That's gonna get us demonetized.
I think my dad's gonna make it
Not that we're ever monetized in the first place.
Jimmy pop porn. I don't care.
Oh God. Oh, games. Yeah, games you've wishlisted,
What is
games that
that
you're
ugly
following,
game
recommended
that's
games,
playing right now?
and it's what?
What is that ugly game that's playing right now?
I don't know what this is.
Ew.
Ew.
You know what we'll do? Is we'll popcorn read word by word.
I'm going to kill you.
Let's
the
do
last
it.
one.
Let's do it.
So we
I like
like
the idea.
take
Which-
turns
Which-
reading
Which
words.
order do we have to go in though?
The same as
Same as
normal,
usual.
So, hi,
but we're gonna
Wesley,
popcorn
train
read.
me.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, hold on. let me
We're bringing
finish
it
this.
back.
So yeah, it says polls, news of events, live streams, content updates, and more.
Popcorn reading with the gang.
Stop.
I hate with the gang. I hate that. I hate that. All right.
All right. So if you like that thing, it's coming to Steam in the future. Have excite, be excite.
Be excited.
This is falling apart. Everything. This is
All right,
going so
let's get
well.
this
Let's
done.
do it. Let's do it.
Okay.
Number 3.
All right, ready? So we're gonna read this one by one here.
Yeah.
All right. Castlevania
Symphony.
Of
The
Night.
Oh shit.
God damn it!
Picked it up, Wesley.
It was going so well.
Night
Is
Now
available
on
mobile.
available
on
both
Android.
and
iOS.
for
$2.99.
and
Includes.
full.
Controller.
support.
There's the news.
See,
Did you
we
catch that?
did it.
Did you catch that?
Castlevania
Did
Symphony
you-
of the Night is now available on mobile, available on both Android and iOS for $2.99. Includes full controller support.
Forget-
If you didn't
$299.
get it that time, you're never getting it ever.
Could you guess I failed high school after that?
Let me put it this way: I could tell that you almost failed 5th grade because of that.
Oh dear.
God damn it.
That's the podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. That's all we got. That's all she wrote. That's all I wrote, actually.
Yeah, that's all you wrote. I don't know who's she.
I don't think there's any other news. Let me look around. Oh, you had a personal thing, Wesley?
Oh yeah, I had a personal thing.
No,
Since
you
we got
didn't
some,
even remember.
I skipped myself. So I got a PSA. I want to say something to Sony. I need you to step up your game, man. Cause the PS4's UI and everything, it just needs to work better.
Yes, sir.
This is no hate going towards y'all. I'm not hating.
But I hate the way it's set up.
I mean that's true, but that's not a part of this. I was just baffled of like the amount of bugs and things that happen on PS4. Like the party stuff. So like sometimes when you get into a party, randomly someone won't be able to hear each other, or we won't be able to hear someone.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have to like rejoin the party.
Yeah.
On the recordings, so like the share recordings, some people like me and Trey, we're not on anyone else's recordings for some reason because it just
There's
won't.
a setting, I believe, for you
There
like a
is.
privacy setting so that you don't show up on other people's clips.
There is.
I think there is.
But I clicked it. Me
Yeah,
and him
we-
both clicked it.
That's
turned it-
no,
we turned it on.
This
Still
is a
didn't
bug.
work.
It doesn't like.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's a few people. This happens all the time, like Kenyatta and Darius's clips and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They're like some of our voices just won't show up in there, even though we've already set that setting properly.
My PS4 decided to uninstall Apex the other day. by
I've never
itself.
had that happen.
That's cheap.
Just uninstalled. What else? There's just a lot of stuff.
just
that
gotta
I just feel like it's like
Did you accidentally click uninstall or something?
no, I
instead of
didn't.
Closing the game.
I definitely
Okay.
didn't.
This nigga turned off his console while it was doing like a secret permanent stamp of approval
Exactly.
update, and it was just like, all right, fine, I guess you don't want
It was
this.
just like uninstall. Are you sure about the? But yeah,
Kenyatta has tainted you.
I know. But anyway, yeah, I just want PS4 to thrive and be, smooth. That's all I want.
They need to work on the technology.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, do that, Sony, please.
Also, a personal issue that I'm having specifically is the home button situation. It's like backwards from Xbox. So,
Oh yeah, you have to hold it
yeah, and so like
to open up the quick menu.
on Xbox to do the quick menu, you click it. On PS4, you hold it for notifications. If a notification pops up and you want to view that notification in full, you hold it on the Xbox. On PS4, you click it. And I, like, keep messing that up continually on the PS4. And it's like, yo.
And on the Xbox, if you hold the button down, you open up the menu to turn off the console.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah. And that's not really anybody's fault. That's just like,
Oh, yeah, no,
they're
that's just,
they're,
I'm just
they're
trying to
just
get-
opposite. Yeah, I had the problem all the time.
Yeah.
Whenever I open up my
It's really
Xbox,
funny.
I always hold the button to open up the guide, and I'm like, oh, that doesn't do that.
All right.
That's not what I want.
Well, that's going to be it for episode 21 of the Market Podcast. Thanks, everyone, for watching. Remember to give us a like on the video if you enjoyed yourself and comment. We want to hear y'all's opinions on today's topics. Subscribe if you want to see more. And don't forget, if some of you bozos are sitting there wishing you could listen to the show while you're doing your homework, driving, or whatever you get into, look no further. We're on a number of podcast platforms such as Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Castbox, etc. All links are down in the description below. Same goes for you audio listeners. If you want to see anything from the episode, hop over to the YouTube at Black Market Gaming. And we out of here, man. But we're out here.
And remember, if you're not watching us on YouTube, then I'm going to wait until you drift off to sleep. As you're about to enter REM sleep, I'm going to turn on the hallway light and open the door just so that it shines on your face.
He has an app that tells you your sleep schedule.
I mean, yeah. I don't see a problem with it.
Sounds good to me.
Goodbye.
See you guys later.
See you
next week.
guys next week.